1051.
Yes, baby. It is Power 1051. Nicki Minaj is in the building today. Yay, Nicki. Nicki's work grind right now is so real. I feel like I've seen you on every television show for the past 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, really?
I do. Maybe I've also been catching up because I knew you were coming. So I
Right,
saw
right.
Saturday Night Live after it aired. I know. I was tired.
Yeah, you've been catching up.
I've been
Angie.
catching up.
I didn't do that many things. I did like the normal.
What's happening with you, Nicki? What's going on in your life? Tell me what you were willing to share today about your life. I feel like we know from the songs, but where are you today now? What's today's date? Whatever, it's the 17th of December in 2014.
Where am I? I'm in a very happy place. I want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so confident about the Pinkprint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never been more confident about anything that I've ever done artistically.
There's a lot of songs, too.
It's a lot of songs.
20 songs, which people don't even do anymore.
No, and I got so much heat from the label for doing that.
Really?
They kept on trying to take off the songs. I was even mad I had to take off Looking Ass from my album because Looking Ass is iconic to me, and it bothers me so bad that it's not on my album.
You wanted 21 songs.
Yes.
I love this little thing with you and Beyonce that's happening both ways, her song and your song. And I feel like you had a little moment with her, right? Like you two had something happen, right? Like a kind of a friendship happened.
Yes, I would definitely say so.
Tell me about this experience.
Well, I was getting on a plane to go, I think, to Vegas or somewhere, and G called me, my manager, and was like, B wants you to get on Flawless Remix. And I was like, no way. and I was
Had you met her before? You'd met her.
Yeah, I met her
like
a couple
socially.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And but I never knew how she felt about me as an artist. You know what I mean? So it was just like, maybe she doesn't like me or something. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that crazy
You know
that
how
we
you
do
think that? Yeah.
Yes. Well, they never liked any of my pictures, so we must not.
God. Not that. Not no Instagram stuff. No, but so he told me that, and he was like, yeah, and she said, if you do this, she'll be on the Pinkprint. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I worked on Flawless for a while, and when I sent it to her, her and Jay were very excited about it. And
so you're in the room and you play it for both of them? No, they just listen.
She hit me and was like telling me what she liked about it.
Do it in your Beyonce. Do it in your Beyonce. Tell me in your Beyonce.
No,
you do a good Beyonce. All right. To finish your story. All right, fine.
And so I was happy that, she stopped by the studio.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing. She stopped by the studio, and I was still working on it. So I was like, I don't want to let you hear it right now because it's in, I don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be perfect. And she was like, it's okay. I didn't come to hear it. I just came to, let you know that I want you to be yourself on the record. And I was like, you sure? And she was like, yes. She was, her vibe was real like free.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made me feel real comfortable. Like, oh, okay, she's telling me I can be myself. Perfect. So, when I did send it to her, G was like, Jay told me to tell you he's inspired by what you did on it. And I was like, what? Very, very excited. So that's really how that all went down.
What is this thing you do? I can't do it.
Aren't you Puerto Rican?
I am. You would think I should be able to do that.
You can't do that?
I never could do it. I always try. I can't do it. I can't do that, and I can't. I can't. And I can't whistle, really. Exactly. My mother could do that, up the block.
Oh, hell no. Who could do that?
My mother could do that.
How?
And she could do it with her pinkies or with none. Like, that loud
Oh,
across the
my
street.
God.
My mother. If you met her, she's like little.
That's
petite,
very
and
Hispanic.
I know.
Very Hispanic.
And somehow I lost the gene. I can't do the whistle. I can't do the.
And
No, yes.
And I was whistling the other day, and this guy kept on cracking up laughing. He was like, I can't believe that's actually coming out of your mouth. Why are you doing that? And I was like, what's the matter? They was like, I never seen a girl whistle. And I was like,
That's so crazy.
but I didn't know people really can't whistle. Like, that's great. And can people
Like it says, like barely. Wait, stop. And then I'm laughing. Wait.
because you're blowing pause. You gotta go. How am I doing it?
I almost had a little bit. I can't
I feel for you, boo. All right, we're gonna get you some whistling lessons.
This is terrible, Nikki. I can't do that, and I can't do the.
But the fact that you're not Spanish, but the fact that you're Spanish and you cannot do that. So how do you say like Roberto?
I say Roberto. Oh, I did it.
Yay! See, you don't realize that you.
I was just trying too hard before. Oh my gosh, she fixed me.
Perfection.
You just fixed me. That's crazy. No, doesn't work anyway. So you do it in the album a couple of times. I'm noticing it.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I like it.
Like that's my thing.
It's cute. It's cute. I like you have 2 Meek Mill songs on here.
Yeah.
I like both, but the Buy a Heart is the one I really, really like.
I love that so much.
Do you love Meek Mill? Because I love Meek Mill.
I hate you. I hate you so bad.
I know you do. I can tell by your
reaction.
what's
so funny? You're so good at what you do
that
I have to. Oops, sorry. That I have to salute you.
Why? That's a real question.
No, I think he's amazing. I love what he represents. Like, no, I love what he represents for dudes that think like him, and act like him, and live like him. Mm-hmm. And I told him before, like, you're so important to our culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always need that type of guy, like that DMX.
Yes.
Like, I needed DMX. Like, when I was growing up, I needed to see a dude act like that.
Yeah.
And talk like that and be like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in the game now, men.
Right. That's all you have to say about that.
I just, there was a time when there was like the DMXs and the Loxes and the.
Yeah.
And
that's why I appreciate him. That's why I appreciate him. I too like a rapper like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
and the spitters. They're like spitters.
Right. And they speak about what they experience, and that's why hood dudes, identify with them. Mm-hmm. And I think there has to be both, like guys that aren't like that, because let's face it, every man is not like that. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think there should always be that kind of dude in hip hop.
I agree. Every time you do songs with guys, there's always. I feel like in the past couple months, I've had on my, because they give you the papers of what people are talking about, rumors. Mm-hmm. I've had August Alsina, because you did a video with him. So then they said, oh, Nicki and August are.
Hell no.
Right.
Hell no.
Why you say it like that? He's cute,
oh my
August.
God. First of all, oh my God. He is a kid. Do you know he's 21?
He's a baby.
He's a baby. He's a cute baby, but he's a baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
He might love you though, you know that. We had him here and we asked him, you know how the face you just made a little while ago? He made that face when I asked about you. So not necessarily anything was going, but there was a love there.
Can I say something? I love his spirit. Mm-hmm. I think that he's so vulnerable. Something about him is very vulnerable in the way he expresses himself. Mm-hmm. And I love it. And I loved his song that I did with him. And I had this glimpse into his world that I thought was like beautiful. Like he and I both had parents that were addicted to drugs and, stuff like that. So I automatically identified with him. Mm-hmm. But he is a baby.
He's a little baby, but he's sweet.
Please don't play yourself ever and do that ever in your life. But and you know what? And it's okay if I'm his crush.
Yes,
because he's cute.
He is cute. There forever will be Nicki Drake. There will forever be those conversations.
Never, ever.
You say it in the song. I never
in life, right? But
what kind of?
It's so weird. Like the the people that people think. It'd be like the ones I be like, No, not in a bad way. Because no, let me explain something. Because I know girls love Drake, but I think that he and I are we have such a more family relationship that I can't.
You don't want to kiss him in the mouth.
I definitely don't want to kiss him in the mouth. It's weird, but. How can I say this? Because sometimes when I say things, it comes across harsh, and that's not what I mean. And then people were like, oh, laughing. I'm not trying to be funny about anything because both of those guys are a great catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to.
Yes, I didn't think you'd get.
I want to get that straight.
Yeah.
But
there's love there.
Yeah, like I love Drake, but I just feel like if I was to be with someone at this point, that they would have to be more similar to me.
Ha! Good luck with that.
And it is a challenge. And it is a challenge finding a crazy dude like me that's like
that could deal with
hood too.
Yes.
But I think that's maybe the only kind of guy that could.
Where does this guy exist? What kind of guy? Where do you find this man? Where does one find this type of guy? Do you have your eye on somebody? Because you're looking like you do. With this face.
You know what's so funny? Like I've never been single for the last 15 years of my life.
Is it weird?
I don't know. I don't really know if I'm single now either, which is weird too.
What do you mean you don't know? How do you not know?
Look, how you?
Yo, back up. He
was like,
she doesn't know.
No, because he wanted to see my face and everything when I said that.
They come swarming in.
Like, because my first relationship overlapped into my second relationship, right? And then now. It's just
in the music. I mean, it's there. I out of respect, I don't know what you were comfortable talking about, so I didn't want to ask too much. But I could tell from the music that you're in.
What can you tell
from the music? I could what it seems like is that you just went through something,
right?
Or at least when you recorded the songs, that you had just went through something that maybe shook you up a bit. You were a little bit angry in some of the songs, and even maybe depressed in some of the songs. Is that valid? I mean,
yeah, it's very valid.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens after a breakup.
Yeah, but see, okay, I wasn't broken up when I was writing a lot of these songs. You know how sometimes, like, a song is like an argument frozen in time. So sometimes in an argument, you say things that aren't necessarily even going to lead to a breakup, or it's not when you broke up, but sometimes. I mean, don't you realize that? Like, when you break up, you say the same things that you were saying 6 months ago. Yeah. I was telling you this last week. You know what I'm saying? But all of it came from a place of love, because every single thing that my relationship was based off of love, and there still is nothing but love there.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it really is the truth. I mean, this is not some person I just picked up off the street. This is somebody I grew up with. This is somebody that I don't even know how I'm going to function without that person in my life. Like, I've never lived my life as a famous person without him.
Oh, that's
right. So I don't even know how to
date or function.
How to really function. Like, I tell my girlfriends, my best friends, but sometimes I still want to tell him stuff and get his opinion because
oh, Nick, we have all been there. Really. And you will totally be fine at some point, however way it goes. You want to take a minute? You want a tissue or something?
A tissue, please.
Can we get her some tissue?
Power 105.1.
Oh, Nick. We just took a little break so Nikki could clean up her area because it looked like a kindergarten cubby.
It's okay. They know why we took a break.
That too. But it's real. Everybody has been there at some point in their life. I've done radio shows and had to take a little break from the show, step outside for a minute, pull myself together, get back on the air. It happens.
Good.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Well,
I feel bad. Now I feel worried for you.
No, it's just that I don't think people realize that it's not just like a relationship or a breakup, like that was like a humongous part of my life. It's not like, I know because of the world we live in, people, relationships are not even sacred anymore. They're not looked at as important. They're looked at as so disposable because everybody's on Instagram dissing each other and trying to hurt each other, and nobody, it's like we don't even value relationships anymore. So when people see you like, so, this is not something what you people are used to. This is a different thing. This is a lifetime. People are married and have 3 children in this amount of time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is different. This can't be compared to the little, the bullshit and tabloids and that people get together just because they want to be on paparazzi shit. Like, this is not that. This is different. This is real deal. And so it is something that I am dealing with publicly, putting on an album. Because guess what? If I wasn't putting on an album, I'll be quiet. I would never talk about this. People know I don't talk about stuff like this because I don't care to get the attention. I don't need it. But it just so happens that I am putting out an album and I have to keep talking about it, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
And I'm also not gonna joke about it or try to disrespect him and try to act like he didn't mean the world to me and still doesn't mean the world to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be corny about it either. So I'm just figuring it out.
And tell me if it's too much or too much you don't want to share. But why? If do you think you could make that work at any point? If it's, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm beyond that point now because I've found so much like peace now, and it's kind of like now I don't want to go back to feeling like how I was feeling. But I don't know what life holds. I don't know what the future holds. Like, I don't know if it's meant to be, it'll be. And if it's not meant to be, then thank God we got out now before there were children involved, because I would hate to do that. But I am a lot happier now. And I know that's hard to see with the tears, but I really am. And I think that sometimes attachment is unhealthy. Like being attached to someone is
like a drug, like an addiction to something.
Exactly. And I think we were addicted to each other for so long. Like, we did we embarked on this journey together, and he I just wish, you want to know what's so crazy?
What?
If I wasn't a rapper, we would have children, be married, and be living happily ever after. And that's what's sad, and that's what we're both sad about, because we know that this is what did it.
But why?
Because sometimes people need to like, you're a mother. Sometimes you try to protect your child from something, but it's so much you can do. Is at a certain point you got to let them go out and face the world, because you don't realize how blessed and how lucky you are here. Something is telling you that there's some bright flashing lights out there that you should have. And maybe you missed your calling or something. And that's the problem. Like, that's why fame is the worst drug known to man. It's stronger than heroin. Like, that's real. That's real. Because I've seen people's desire for fame destroy them.
How are you dealing with it? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm fine. I just wish that everyone would have kept their end of the bargain. But sometimes people don't. And then if they don't, you got to just be like, okay. this isn't what I expected. But that's the thing. You don't know what to expect, really, when you're dealing with a human being that has, can change their mind at any given moment and decide one day that, they maybe some other things that they want to pursue. So I do talk around stuff a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow you. I follow you, but you do. I get it. That's because you don't want to tell. You don't want to tell too much. You're being careful.
It's just,
but rightfully so. It's a personal thing. I mean,
I just don't want to be disrespectful in any way because I'm not a corny person. Like once I loved you, I'll always love you, and I'll never ever try to.
Have you ever been through heartbreak before like this?
No.
So that in itself is like
I've never gone through this because when I broke up with my first boyfriend, I was immediately in that situation. So I never dealt with it.
Oh.
But I mean, you know what? I did deal with my first boyfriend when we went our separate ways, and I think I was 19, but that was my first love, my first partner, like everything, When I remember when I found out he had a baby, how I cried to Safari.
Oh, my.
But it was so crazy because I was crying to Safari.
Wow.
He got a baby. He got a baby.
Don't worry. I got you.
But we were already involved. No. We were already involved, but
he's wow. Oh, that says a lot about the character there.
He really understood that I still needed to heal from that other pain. Like even though I was, into him, but I still was like, oh my God, this was supposed to be my life. But thank Jesus that I didn't. Really, there was no one else that could have been in my life that could have did what he did, the way he held it down. And he did so much for me, musically, like helping choose even my beats, like even things like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People take for granted.
That's like losing a limb, by the way, when you lose somebody like that.
Because I have a very small circle. I don't even let people in the studio when I'm recording and writing and blah, blah, blah. So the ones that I let around me and that I trust, when I don't have them anymore, it's like, because my girlfriends, and I love them to death, and I've had my same girlfriends for some of them 20 years. But, they're not really inclined to, they tell me what they think about music, but they're not going to give me no beat. They're not going to say, yo, freestyle on this. This is the new hot person out of Chicago,
Right. Right.
And he was dope with stuff like that. He would always
wow, Nick, this is a big change for you. You're doing it like a champ. You're taking it like a champ. Watching you on TV, you on the Today Show, smiling, dancing, performing. I mean, you could see some of it, but you rocking. You're still going. Minus a small little breakdown today.
A small breakdown.
Which is totally, by the way, which is totally understandable and, and relatable. Most people at some point will have some sort of heartbreak in their life, so I think.
Right, and that's the thing. And that's why I see why the album connects. So people keep saying, thank you for doing this album because I needed this. Or every female I know has hit me up about some of these songs, like Grand Piano and I Lied in the Crying Game. They're just I understand.
Bed of Lies.
Right, Bed of Lies. Everybody's like, I understand. Oh my God, thank you for writing this. But so that makes me feel good because it makes me feel like maybe there's a reason for me to go through this because I am a public figure. Even though I don't really like what comes with it, I am a public figure. And somebody this holiday season is going to be sad about somebody.
Yes.
And they're going to need to know that I'm going through it too.
Oh, and the holidays are coming.
And when the holidays come around, girls be real sad.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you find out you the side chick and stuff.
Yo, really? Yo, really, Nick?
Sometimes
I say to all those girls that this too shall pass. Yeah, man. Whatever you're going through, whatever heartache, it feels the worst. When you're in it,
you be thinking life is over.
I can't go on. I don't want to live. But at some point, it does pass.
It does. And there's always a moment where you look back and you're like, thank God I got out of that. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened with my first situation.
Yeah.
So I had 2 boyfriends. I feel so now I'm thrown to the wolves. Now who do you trust?
They're gonna come for you so crazy, Nikki. They probably are already, right? What does your text message situation look like? What is your phone? Like, who is on your phone? I know every athlete, every I don't know, banker who thinks he maybe has enough swag.
Well,
there's definitely some like African prince on the text. Something's happening. What is happening, Nick? Is there activity?
there's activity.
Good for you. That deserves it. Look, all the girls. Only the girls in the room.
Right. They're like, yes, man, yes. No.
Yo, there's not one guy.
Right. They were just
Every
like,
single
a
girl.
word,
That's
a word's activity. No.
That is amazing.
No, there's not real activity, but of course there are some people that recognize my worth, love how hard I go, love that I'm a good girl. So,
what do you want me to do?
Don't be mad.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. All right, so what's happens moving forward? You're like, what are you looking like in a couple of years? Are you gonna have a boyfriend and have a baby at some point? I heard you wanted to have a baby soon. Is that?
Of course, I'll have that. Yeah.
Like soon, or like you thinking?
No.
5 years? No.
Well, not that far away as 5 years either. I definitely want to have a baby in under 5 years. Yeah, but yeah.
You'd be such a cute mom.
Thank you. I love kids. I love kids.
Yeah, dress her up in little pink things.
Yeah.
And
But I also like teaching children. Like, I love speaking to them and listening to them. And I with my little brother, I would teach him stuff and make him learn his address and stuff. He knew everything. He was like 2 years old, walking around saying his number and doing all sorts of crazy stuff with his little cute voice. So I like that aspect too.
It's been the album's great, and it's first of all, today was great too. But it's always interesting to see the evolutions of you. And so,
really?
Yeah, it is, because it's you have a powerful place in this culture, and so to watch you evolve, it'll be fun to watch too. What happens after this? Because by the next album, you'll be like a mom, and you'll be writing songs about.
No, I'm not gonna be a mother on the next album. Don't say that. I'll probably be a mother by the 5th album, not on my 4th album. Don't even put that in the air, Angie.
Anything can happen.
Don't say that. I don't like saying that. I don't like that. No, I don't like that.
Okay,
because somebody else be telling me that all the time. Like, you ain't gonna be able to plan it. I'll be like, yes, I am.
No, you can't.
Yes, I am.
The African prince, probably who's already texting you, is gonna swoop down and
say he want to have a baby right away.
And no, you're just gonna be caught up. You're gonna be in love, and it's gonna happen.
It's just gonna happen.
And then you're gonna write a song about it, and then you'll be in a different place, and the music will be different. It'll be all good. And you'll be healed and better. And
on the 4th album.
We'll see.
5th album,
when it comes, we'll be like Throwback Thursday. Remember this interview? And Nikki said,
God, don't put that in my life. Don't speak that into existence for me.
It would be good for you.
I'm not gonna be ready.
All right, fine. We'll wait till you're ready. Stop.
I want to be ready. I want to be ready for my little baby.
Are you doing tours and all that?
I'm going on tour in March.
Nice.
Starting in Europe, and then for like 2 months, and then I'll come back to the States, and I'll be doing my Pinkprint tour. I'm going on tour in Europe with Trey Songz, and then I'm coming back, and I want to do like a rap tour for the summer. I'm trying to think who should go with me.
Ooh. Who? Meek Mill.
Oh my God! I knew you was. You're so extra.
Yo, Meek can't be the baby daddy though. I'm just throwing it out there. That can't. That's not him. It's not him. He's not ready. He doesn't want that. It has to be somebody else. It has to be somebody else. But he would be good to go on tour with. He would be.
Why he can't be the baby daddy?
Because he's gonna be too high maintenance. He's gonna be too high, and you're already high maintenance. You can't have.
What do you mean by that?
What do you stop it?
No, for real.
What do I mean by him being high maintenance or you?
Him.
I mean, Nick, you're not gonna be able to control or tame somebody like Meek Mill. I mean, maybe you could for like a little while. Maybe you could for a little while. Is that your challenge, growl? Did I just give you a challenge?
Don't challenge me, Angie.
I know you're very competitive.
Very.
I mean,
nah.
Give it a shot. You're probably having an amazing time.
No, because people are gonna think we're talking seriously. I gotta clear this up.
Oh, stop
it. We're talking hypothetically.
Relax. Everybody
we're talking hypothetically. I ain't trying to do nothing with Meek. He's just my friend, and yeah, he's a dope candidate for the tour.
But he would be great for the tour.
Yeah. Who else?
Who's out? Who got albums coming out? Not that many people out.
Isn't it so crazy? Because every day I do this with people. I say, who you think should go on a tour?
I'm like obsessed with J. Cole right now, but I think your vibes are a little too different to mend on tour, to mesh on tour.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not.
That might be like a co-headline. Like, you never know. But who else? Wayne. I went on tour with Wayne. That's always fun. But somebody, I wanted to do maybe 2 other rappers.
2 rappers.
Yeah.
Like young, like new, on the come up guys.
Yeah.
Like Amigos or somebody like that, and not so much, not that direction. Like somebody like there's not that many.
It's weird, right?
Has to be Meek. Has to be you and Meek.
Like it's you and me. I think that would be dope. But we do need somebody else. We need maybe 1 or 2
A
more
third
people.
person. We'll
Just
put
to
it
make
together.
it like a dope package.
Somebody's furious that we're not thinking about them right now. Somebody's
I
sitting home like, yo,
know.
fam, I'm out here
I thought
working.
about race murder because
Okay.
they're so dope and I love them. They're so cute.
Okay.
I really love them. I'm on their album. I got a song with them called Throw Some Mo. It's dope. But I like them. That
All
might
right,
be
so
a
that
nice
could
little
work.
element because they got hits.
That could work.
But yeah, what about a singer? If we did a singer, who would it be? Angie's helping me. You're helping me.
Your baby August, he'll be done with the Usher tour. Your little baby
my little
boy.
baby brother.
Yes.
Hey, baby bro.
This is why he loves you. You're leading
And
him
why,
on.
by the way,
You're
why
like
do-
leading. You're like
I am not
leading
leading
August
nobody on because when I say baby brother, how is when I say baby brother?
Because it's the way you go, ooh, with the lashes and everything. Then he's
because-
like, ooh, I got a shot. I think I got a shot.
You think so?
Yes. Didn't you go?
So how am I supposed to say it? Because I don't know how to. No, seriously, teach me that.
No.
When if a person maybe likes you or whatever, how are you supposed to react to it? Seriously. Because you don't want to be mean because these
Maybe
are
just-
people I like.
Yeah,
So.
maybe just like less
Googly eyed?
less lashes. Like,
Less like. So if
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, what if I were like, all right, say it
and
again.
you definitely should wear baggy pants. Loose, comfortable baggy.
Angie.
No, I'm just saying. Because when you do like with the eyelashes, then he's
Okay,
thinking,
so let me try this again. August?
he's a nice guy. He's a nice
He's a
person.
nice guy.
That was better.
I did it. I did it.
There was no flirtation in that. That was actually really good.
So you thought the other one was wow? You know what? I gotta check that because that's weird. Maybe.
Look back at the tape. Watch the tape back.
Oh.
And
oh my
watch when I
God.
asked you about Meek the first time. Watch your face then.
Oh my God!
Yo, watch it. I'm just saying. Watch it.
Stop.
All right, watch it.
I really do not like him, but that's what's so funny.
But I'm saying, but watch the
But why do you
face.
think it comes across like that?
Rewind the tape and look at your face. Is what I'm
Okay,
telling you.
I want to make this
And then-
clear. Out of all the men you mentioned today,
Okay.
I actually love all of them.
Right.
I love all of them. You know, Drake is my baby. August is August.
Mm-hmm.
Meek is my.
Mm.
I can't so.
That's good.
So
That's good. That was better though. That was way
that was
better.
perfect.
See, everything's okay, Nick. Really, it's fine. Everything is totally
No,
fine.
because you ain't gonna Tatiana me out on your radio show.
You said Tatiana. That is an amazing name for a song.
They probably have mad
Somebody-
songs that's
somebody's-
we probably never even
We
heard
just
it.
haven't heard it yet, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what do people need to know? So tour is coming. We're gonna find out with
The
who
tour
on
is coming. The Pinkprint is out. It's absolutely amazing. When is this?
today. Later.
Oh. And I have like a little movie coming out with the Pinkprint. It's like it's just like a 15-minute movie that I did with the Pinkprint. I'm not telling anyone what songs I used for it, but they're gonna love it.
Oh, so you took a bunch of songs and made like a mini movie, like a nice.
Mhm.
When does that come?
I wanted it to come this week, but I don't know. We're working on it.
Oh.
Hopefully, we'll
So
see.
like soon, anything?
yeah, in a couple days. Yeah.
Just surprise us. Do it. Pull a Beyonce.
Yeah,
Surprise
and
us.
what else?
Perfume. It smells amazing, by the way. She gave
Oh.
Madonna half her bottle. She didn't give it to me, but that's
yeah,
okay.
I have a perfume called Onika, and every time I go somewhere, I'm sending all the ladies.
It's really good. I saw her on TV talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, it smells so good." And I was like, "Yeah, they're probably